the place where you learn to speak English naturally, confidently, and fluently. If you're new here, I'm so happy you found this channel. Every week, I help you understand and speak real English, the kind that people actually use in daily life, not just what's in textbooks. So, before we start, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing learners from all around the world joining our English family. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever tried speaking English, but your mind suddenly went blank? You wanted to sound natural, but you couldn't think of the right words? Don't worry, that happens to almost everyone. Today, we're going to fix that. You'll learn 60 daily English expressions that native speakers use all the time in conversations at work, school, with friends, or even just while ordering coffee. By the end of this video series, you'll not only understand these expressions, but you'll also be able to use them smoothly, naturally, and without hesitation. So, are you ready? Let's begin with our first set of expressions that people use every single day when they greet others, start conversations, or show interest. These are small, simple phrases, but they're powerful. They make your English sound warm, friendly, and natural. The first expression is, "How's it going?" This is a very common and relaxed way to say, "How are you?" Native speakers say it every day. Try saying it with me. How's it going? Great. You can use this when you meet a friend, a coworker, or even your neighbor. For example, "Hey, how's it going?" It sounds friendly and easy, right? Now, how do you answer it? You can say, "Good, thanks. How about you?" Repeat after me. "Good, thanks. How about you?" Perfect. Remember, tone and rhythm matter. Try to sound relaxed, not robotic. The next one is, "What's up?" This one is super common among friends. It doesn't really mean "what are you doing?" It's more like saying "hey" or "how are things?" You can answer by saying "not much" or just relaxing. For example, "Hey, what's up?" "Not much, just chilling." Let's practice that together. Say it with me. "Hey, what's up?" Good. Now answer. "Not much, just chilling." Nice. You're already sounding more natural. Another expression you'll hear a lot is "long time no see." You say this when you meet someone you haven't seen in a while. For example, "Oh wow, long time no see. How have you been?" Try saying it now. Long time no see. That's it. Here's another one. It's been a while. It means almost the same thing. For example, "Hey, it's been a while since we last met." These small expressions help you connect naturally with people. Now let's move to another situation when you want to ask someone how they are doing, but in a more caring, friendly way. You can say, "How have you been?" It's used when some time has passed since you last talked. For example, "Hey Sarah, how have you been?" Say it with me now. "How have you been?" That's great. Sometimes you might want to sound even more casual. You can say, "How's everything?" or "How are things?" Try saying it with me. How's everything? Perfect. How are things? Excellent. These are all ways to keep your conversation natural and relaxed. Now, let's imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. You can say, "Nice to meet you." And when you meet again, you can say, "Nice to see you again." These two phrases are polite and friendly. Let's practice together. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Great job. Here's one that's super useful. Good to see you. You can use it when you meet someone you know and you're happy to see them. For example, "Hey, good to see you." It feels warm and genuine. Say it now. Good to see you. Perfect. All right, now let's practice using a few of these expressions together in a short conversation. I'll say both parts, and then you can repeat after me. "Hey, what's up?" "Not much. Just relaxing." "How about you?" "Good. Good. It's been a while, huh?" "Yeah, long time no see." Did you repeat it aloud? Try it again if you didn't. Speaking out loud helps your brain connect the words to real communication, and that's how fluency grows. Now, let's move to another group of expressions, ones that help you sound polite and natural in daily interactions. These are things you say all the time when you ask for something, when you thank someone, or when you respond politely. The first one is, "Could you please?" For example, "Could you please help me with this?" It's a very polite way to ask for help. Try saying it. "Could you please help me with this?" Excellent. Next, when someone helps you, what do you say? Of course, "Thank you." But you can also say "thanks a lot" or "thanks so much." To sound more natural, use a friendly tone. Say it now. "Thanks a lot" or "thanks so much." And when someone thanks you, don't just say "you're welcome." Try saying "no problem," "anytime," or "don't mention it." These sound more casual and friendly. Say them with me. "No problem," "anytime," "don't mention it." Great. Now imagine you're in a cafe and the barista gives you your coffee. You smile and say, "Thanks so much." The barista replies, "No problem. Have a great day." And you answer, "You too. Let's practice that full mini dialogue. Thanks so much. No problem. Have a great day. You too." That's exactly how people speak in real life. Before we move on, I want to remind you, practice out loud. Shadow my voice. Pause the video and repeat the expressions slowly, then faster, until they feel natural. The more you say them, the easier they become. Now I want to ask you, which of these expressions do you use most often? Or is there one that you just learned today that you really like? Tell me in the comments below. I love reading your answers. You're doing great so far. These small expressions might seem simple, but together, they build a strong foundation for fluent, confident English. In the next part, we'll go deeper into daily conversation expressions you can use at home, at work, and with friends, the kind that make your English sound smooth and effortless. I'm so proud of you for coming back and continuing your English journey today. That's the kind of dedication that leads to real fluency. Remember, fluency isn't about being perfect, it's about being comfortable, natural, and confident. And the more you listen, repeat, and practice, the faster you'll see progress. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's continue learning some of the most useful daily English expressions that you can start using right now. In part 1, we practiced greetings and polite expressions like, "How's it going?" and "Could you please?" Those are amazing for starting friendly conversations. But today, we'll focus on expressions that help you sound more natural when you're in the middle of a conversation, when you're reacting, agreeing, disagreeing, or showing that you understand. These are the small things that make your English flow beautifully. Let's start with how to show that you understand someone. Native speakers often say, "I see." Try it with me. "I see." Good. It's short, but very natural. You can use it when someone is explaining something to you, and you want to show that you're following. For example, "Oh, I see what you mean." Another expression is, "Got it." This one is more casual. For example, "Can you send me the file later?" Got it. Or, "Turn left after the gas station." Got it, thanks. Say it now. Got it. Great. If you're agreeing with someone, you can use phrases like, "Exactly." "That's right." Or, "You're absolutely right." "Try them with me." "Exactly." "That's right." "You're absolutely right." Perfect. Now, when you only partly agree, or you want to express your opinion politely, you can say, "I see your point, but..." For example, "I see your point, but I think there's another way to do it." This is great for sounding polite in discussions or at work. Let's practice it together. "I see your point, but..." Good. Another expression you'll hear a lot is, "That makes sense." It's used when something becomes clear or logical to you. For example, "Oh, that makes sense now." Repeat it. "That makes sense." Excellent. Now sometimes, you'll need to express that you don't quite understand or you need more explanation. Instead of saying, "What?" or "Huh?" which can sound a little rude, you can say, "Sorry, what do you mean?" Or "Could you say that again, please?" Try them with me. "Sorry, what do you mean? Could you say that again, please?" And when you really didn't catch something, you can also say, "I didn't catch that." It's a very natural expression that means you didn't hear or understand clearly. For example, "Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it?" Go ahead and say it. "I didn't catch that." Perfect. All right, now let's move to a few expressions that help keep a conversation going. If someone is talking to you and you want to show that you're interested, you can say, "Really?" or "Oh, wow," or "That's interesting." These are very natural reactions that make your conversation sound alive. Let's try them one by one. Really? "Oh, wow, that's interesting." You can also show empathy or care by saying, "Oh, no," or "I'm sorry to hear that." For example, if a friend says, "I lost my phone," you can say, "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that." Say it now. "I'm sorry to hear that." Next, let's practice how to politely interrupt or join a conversation. You can say, "Excuse me," or "Sorry to interrupt, but..." For example, "Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to add something." Try it. Sorry to interrupt, but perfect. Now imagine you're in a group discussion and you want to share your opinion. You can say, in my opinion, or I think, or from my point of view. Let's say them together. In my opinion, I think, from my point of view. These phrases help you express yourself clearly and politely. Let's practice with a short example. I'll say both sides, and you can repeat after me. A. I think learning English online is very effective. B. Yeah, I see your point, but I still prefer face-to-face classes. Now your turn. Try saying both lines aloud. That's how you build rhythm and confidence. All right, now let's talk about how to show agreement in everyday conversation. Instead of always saying, yes, you can use different expressions. For example, sure, definitely, absolutely, or of course. Let's try them. Sure, definitely, absolutely, of course. For example, A. Do you want to go for a walk later? B. Sure, sounds good. Or A. English pronunciation is difficult. B. Absolutely. It takes practice. See how natural that sounds? Try saying them with me. Sure, sounds good. Absolutely. It takes practice. Now let's practice disagreement politely. You can say, I'm not sure about that, or I don't think so. Try it. I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. These are polite and soft ways to disagree without sounding rude. For example, A. I think grammar is more important than speaking. B. I'm not sure about that. Speaking helps build confidence too. Perfect. This is the kind of conversation that native speakers have all the time. Now, I want you to repeat this next short conversation after me. A. I think movies are a great way to learn English. B. Exactly. You can learn real expressions and pronunciation. Repeat that once more with feeling. You're doing amazing so far. Every time you repeat, your brain gets more comfortable forming sentences in English. That's what builds fluency. Before we wrap up this part, I want you to remember this. Learning daily expressions is not just about memorizing phrases. It's about feeling comfortable using them in real situations. The more you hear them, speak them, and feel them in context, the more natural your English becomes. So here's your small challenge for today. Pick 3 expressions from this lesson and try to use them in real life, maybe in a text message, in a comment below, or when you talk to a friend. For example, you could write, I see your point, but I think practice is more important. Use it naturally. Tell me in the comments which 3 expressions you want to practice today. I'll be reading your answers, and I might even feature some of them in the next video. In the next part, we'll explore more useful daily expressions for different situations, like when you're at work, at school, or just chatting with friends online. You'll learn how to sound more confident, natural, and expressive in every kind of conversation. So stay with me. Keep repeating, keep listening, and remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up. That's how fluency happens. I'll see you in the next part. I'm so happy you're here again today. If you've made it this far, that means you're serious about improving your English fluency, and I'm so proud of you for that. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Every time you listen, repeat, and speak out loud, you're training your brain to think in English. So stay focused, stay positive, and let's continue this amazing fluency journey together. In the last part, we practiced expressions for showing understanding, agreeing, and politely disagreeing. Those are great for keeping conversations smooth and natural. Now, in this part, we're going to explore daily expressions that you can use at work, at school, or whenever you're doing something with other people. These are the kinds of phrases native speakers use every day, short, natural, and easy to remember. Let's begin with a few expressions you can use when asking for help or offering help. One very natural way to ask for help is to say, "Could you give me a hand?" Try it with me. Could you give me a hand? It means, can you help me? But it sounds much more natural and friendly. For example, could you give me a hand with this project? Another one is, do you mind helping me? Repeat that. Do you mind helping me? It's polite and sounds very natural in everyday English. For example, do you mind helping me with my homework? And if you want to offer help, you can say, do you need any help? Or can I give you a hand? Or simply, let me help you with that. Try them one by one. Do you need any help? Can I give you a hand? Let me help you with that. Excellent. Now, imagine someone thanks you for helping. What do you say? Instead of just, you're welcome, you can say, no problem, anytime, or don't mention it. Repeat after me. No problem, anytime, don't mention it. These sound very natural and friendly. Here's a short dialogue for you to repeat. A. Thanks for helping me carry these books. B. No problem. Anytime. Let's say it together one more time. Thanks for helping me carry these books. No problem. Anytime. Good. These small conversations are exactly what help you sound like a natural English speaker. Now, let's move on to expressions you can use when making plans. You'll often hear people say, "What are you up to?" This means, "What are you doing?" But it's more casual. Try saying it. What are you up to? For example, A. What are you up to this weekend? B. Not much. Just relaxing at home. You can also say, do you want to hang out? That means, do you want to spend time together? For example, do you want to hang out later? Or, let's hang out sometime. Repeat that. Let's hang out sometime. If you agree, you can say, sounds good, or I'm in, or count me in. Try them. Sounds good. I'm in. Count me in. Here's a quick practice. A. We're having dinner together tonight. Want to join? B. Sounds good. Count me in. Say it again naturally, like you're talking to a friend. Now, sometimes you're busy and can't make it. You can say, I can't make it, or maybe next time. These are polite ways to say no. For example, A. We're going to the movies tonight. Want to come? B. I can't make it tonight. Maybe next time. Try it with me. I can't make it. Maybe next time. Excellent. Now let's talk about a few expressions you can use when you're running late or when you're waiting for someone. If you're going to be late, you can say, I'm on my way, or I'll be there soon. For example, don't worry, I'm on my way, or I'll be there in 10 minutes. Repeat those, I'm on my way, I'll be there soon. And if you're the one waiting, you can say, take your time, or no rush. For example, it's okay, take your time. Try that, take your time, no rush. Great job. Now imagine you're at work or school and someone gives you new information or instructions. You can say, got it, will do, or I'll take care of it. These are short, natural ways to say you understand and will do something. For example, A. Can you send me the report by noon? B. Got it. I'll take care of it. Let's repeat that together. Got it. I'll take care of it. Sometimes you might want to sound enthusiastic or show that you're ready to do something. You can say, you got it, or sure thing. For example, could you help me with this? You got it, or sure thing. Repeat that now. You got it. Sure thing. These little phrases are what make your English sound confident and natural. Now, let's move to some expressions that help you connect emotionally with people. When someone shares good news, you can say, that's great, or I'm so happy for you. For example, I got the job. That's great, I'm so happy for you. Say them, that's great, I'm so happy for you. And if someone shares bad news, you can respond with, that's too bad, or I'm sorry to hear that. For example, I didn't pass my exam. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Repeat those. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Every time you practice these, you're not only learning words, you're learning real emotions in English. That's what makes your speaking come alive. Let's end this part with a short fluency drill. I'll say a few sentences, and you repeat them after me, as naturally as you can. Ready? Could you give me a hand? No problem, anytime. What are you up to this weekend? Sounds good, count me in. I can't make it tonight. Maybe next time. Take your time, no rush. Got it, I'll take care of it. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Well done. You're improving every minute you spend listening and repeating. Now before you go, I want you to choose 3 new expressions from today's lesson and write them in the comments. Tell me how you would use them in a real situation. For example, I used take your time with my friend today. You're doing an amazing job, and your fluency is growing every day. In the next part, we'll explore more useful daily English expressions, especially ones you can use when you're shopping, traveling, or talking on the phone. These are real-life situations where English can feel tricky, but I'll show you how to handle them naturally and confidently. I'm so happy you're here again today, ready to learn, practice, and improve your English fluency step by step. Remember, every single time you listen and repeat, your pronunciation becomes smoother, your confidence grows, and your English starts to sound more and more natural. So, take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy this learning time. It's just you, me, and your voice in English. In the last part, we practiced useful daily expressions for helping, making plans, agreeing, and expressing emotions. Today, we're going to learn phrases that you can use in real-life situations when shopping, traveling, or talking on the phone. These are the moments when you want your English to sound clear, polite, and confident. Let's start with shopping, something we all do. When you enter a store, a salesperson might say, "Can I help you?" Or "Are you looking for something in particular?" If you're just looking around, you can answer, "I'm just looking, thank you." Try that with me. "I'm just looking, thank you." If you need help, you can say, "Yes, I'm looking for," and then add the item. For example, "Yes, I'm looking for a blue shirt," or "Yes, I'm looking for a gift for my friend." Repeat that. I'm looking for a blue shirt. I'm looking for a gift for my friend. Now, imagine you want to know the price. You can ask, "How much is this?" Or "How much does this cost?" Try saying that. How much is this? How much does this cost? If you think something is expensive, you can say, "That's a bit pricey," or "That's too expensive for me." Repeat that. That's a bit pricey. That's too expensive for me. And if you find something you like, you can say, "I'll take it," or "I'll buy this one." For example, "I'll take the blue one." "I'll buy this one." Here's a short shopping conversation. Repeat it with me. A. Can I help you? B. Yes, I'm looking for a pair of jeans. A. What size do you wear? Medium, please. A. Here you go. How do they fit? B. They fit great. I'll take them. That's how native speakers sound in real-life shopping situations: calm, friendly, and natural. Now, let's move to another everyday situation: traveling. Imagine you're at the airport or on a trip. These phrases will make traveling much easier for you. When you're checking in at the airport, you can say, "I'd like to check in for my flight." Repeat that. I'd like to check in for my flight. If you want to ask about your seat, you can say, "Can I have a window seat, please?" Or, "Is it possible to change my seat?" If you don't understand what the staff says, just smile and ask politely, "Could you please repeat that?" Or, "I'm sorry, could you say that again?" Repeat that. Could you please repeat that? I'm sorry, could you say that again? When you're on the plane and you need something, you can say, "Excuse me, could I have some water, please?" Or, "Could I get a blanket?" Or, "Could I have another napkin, please?" These are very polite and natural. Now, when you arrive at your destination and take a taxi, you can say, "Could you take me to," and then your location. For example, "Could you take me to the Hilton Hotel, please?" Try saying that. "Could you take me to the Hilton Hotel, please?" And when you arrive, you can say, "How much is it?" Or, "Can I pay by card?" Repeat those. How much is it? Can I pay by card? Let's do a quick mini dialogue. A. Could you take me to the train station, please? B. Sure. Do you have a lot of luggage? A. Just one bag, thank you. B. All right, we'll be there in 10 minutes. Now you're starting to sound like someone who travels confidently in English. Let's move on to another common situation, talking on the phone. Many learners feel nervous speaking English on the phone, but once you learn a few natural expressions, it becomes easy. When you answer the phone, you can say, "Hello, this is your name." For example, "Hello, this is Anna." Repeat that. "Hello, this is Anna." If you're calling someone, you can say, "Hi, may I speak to?" and then the person's name. For example, "Hi, may I speak to Mr. Johnson, please?" Repeat that. "Hi, may I speak to Mr. Johnson, please?" If the person isn't available, you might hear, "I'm afraid he's not here right now." You can respond, "No problem, I'll call back later," or "Could you please take a message?" Repeat that. "I'll call back later. Could you please take a message?" Here's a simple phone conversation. A. "Hello, this is Sarah. May I speak to John, please?" B. "I'm afraid he's not here right now. Would you like to leave a message?" A. "Yes, please. Could you tell him I called?" That's exactly how natural English phone conversations sound. Let's take a quick fluency break. Repeat these sentences after me, slowly and clearly. "I'm just looking, thank you. How much is this?" "That's too expensive for me. I'll take it. I'd like to check in for my flight. Could you please repeat that? Could you take me to the hotel, please? How much is it?" "Hello, this is Anna. I'll call back later." Perfect. Remember, repetition builds confidence. The more you practice speaking these phrases aloud, the faster your English becomes automatic and natural. Now, I want you to write in the comments, which of today's situations do you find most challenging? Shopping, traveling, or phone conversations? And tell me one phrase you'll start using from now on. You're doing so well. Every lesson brings you one step closer to fluency. In the next part, we'll move into another very practical area: daily life situations at home, at school, and at work. You'll learn how to express small thoughts naturally, react quickly in conversation, and make your English sound truly fluent. You're doing an amazing job so far. I'm really proud of how much progress you're making. In the last part, we practiced how to speak confidently when shopping, traveling, or talking on the phone. 3 very real situations where you can use English every day. Today, we're moving into something even more natural: how to speak English in daily life situations, at home, at school, and at work. You'll learn how to express small thoughts, give quick responses, and sound natural in short daily conversations. These phrases are the ones native speakers use all the time without even thinking. Let's start with daily life at home. When you wake up, you can say, "Time to get up," or "I should get out of bed." If you're tired, you can say, "I need 5 more minutes. Repeat after me. Time to get up. I should get out of bed. I need 5 more minutes." If you live with family or friends, you might greet them by saying, "Good morning. Did you sleep well?" Or, "How did you sleep?" Try it. "Good morning. Did you sleep well? How did you sleep?" If someone's still sleepy, you can say playfully, "You look sleepy," or "You need some coffee." Now, let's talk about morning routines. You can say, I'm gonna take a shower. I need to brush my teeth. I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting ready for school. Repeat each one slowly with me. I'm going to take a shower. I'm getting ready for work. When you're hungry, you can say, "What's for breakfast?" or "I'll make some coffee." If someone cooked, you can say, "It smells so good." And if you're leaving home, you can say, "I'm heading out now," or "See you later," or "Have a great day." These are super natural and friendly. Now, let's move to school life, something every student needs. When you arrive at school, you can greet your classmates or teachers by saying, "Hey, how's it going? Morning, hi, how are you today?" If class is about to start, you can say, "Let's get started," or "Let's begin the lesson." When you don't understand something, you can say, "Sorry, could you explain that again? I don't get it. Can you say that one more time? I'm not sure what that means." These are polite and natural ways to ask for help. If your friend helps you, say, "Thanks for explaining," or "That makes sense now." During group work, you might say, "Let's work together. What do you think? I have an idea. Let's try it this way." And if someone shares a good idea, you can respond with, "That's smart. Good thinking. I like that idea." Here's a short classroom dialogue. A. I don't understand this question. B. Let me explain. It means you have to compare the two sentences. A. Ah, okay. Thanks for explaining. B. No problem. Simple, natural, and friendly, just how native speakers talk at school. Now, let's move on to the workplace, where polite and professional English matters a lot. When you arrive at work, you can greet your coworkers by saying, "Good morning. How's your day going? Busy day today, huh?" If you need help, say, "Could you help me with this? I need a hand with this project. Do you have a minute?" If someone asks you to do something, you can answer with, "Sure, no problem. I'll take care of it." "Got it. I'm on it." These are quick and professional responses that show you're responsible. When giving updates, you can say, "I finished the report. I'm still working on it. I'll send it to you soon." And if you make a small mistake, don't worry. You can say, "Sorry about that. My mistake. I'll fix it right away." Here's a short office dialogue. A. Hey, do you have a minute to check this report? B. Sure, I'll take a look. A. Thanks. I just want to make sure it's correct. B. No problem. I'll send you feedback soon. Let's practice a quick fluency shadowing session. Repeat these sentences after me, naturally and clearly. Time to get up. Did you sleep well? I'm getting ready for work. See you later. I don't get it. Can you explain that again? Good thinking. Do you have a minute? I'll take care of it. Sorry about that. Excellent. The more you repeat, the more automatic your English becomes. Remember, speaking fluently doesn't mean speaking fast. It means speaking smoothly, confidently, and clearly. Now, let's add a few emotional expressions you can use anytime. These make your speech sound real and friendly. That's awesome. Really? No way. Are you serious? That's great news. Oh no, that's too bad. Try repeating them with feeling just like a native speaker. That's awesome. Oh no, that's too bad. Perfect. You sound great. Now I want you to write in the comments, which situation do you use English in the most at home, at school, or at work? And what phrase from today's lesson do you like best? In the next part, we'll focus on expressing emotions, giving opinions, and making natural small talk the key to sounding fluent and confident in real conversations. You'll learn how to sound friendly, thoughtful, and expressive, just like native speakers. I'm so glad you're here with me again. You've been doing an amazing job so far, and I hope you can feel your confidence growing with every part of this English fluency series. Today's lesson is one of the most important ones yet. It's all about expressing your emotions, opinions, and feelings naturally in English. Why is this so important? Because real English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary, it's about how you feel when you speak. When you can show emotion in your voice and use natural expressions, people will connect with you more deeply. It's what makes your English sound alive and authentic. Let's begin with something simple, expressing emotions. When you feel happy, you can say more than just, "I'm happy." There are so many ways to sound natural and expressive. For example, you can say, "I'm so glad, I'm really excited," or "That makes me so happy." Repeat after me, "I'm so glad, I'm really excited. That makes me so happy." Perfect. When something surprises you, you can say, "Wow, that's amazing," or "I can't believe it," or even, "You're kidding." These are phrases that native speakers use every day in conversations. Try repeating them with me. "Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe it. You're kidding." Now, what if you feel sad or disappointed? It's okay to express that too. You can say, "I'm a bit sad. That's disappointing," or "I feel down today." These phrases are gentle and natural. Repeat them after me. "I'm a bit sad. That's disappointing. I feel down today." Good. Notice how we use soft tones here, not too strong, just calm and real. Let's try another group of emotions, anger or frustration. You can say, "I'm really upset. That's so annoying," or "This is frustrating." But if you want to sound polite, you can soften your tone by saying, "I'm a little upset," or "I'm not very happy about this." Let's practice together. "I'm a little upset. That's so annoying. This is frustrating. Great job." Remember, how you say something matters as much as what you say. Now, let's move to giving opinions, something you'll do in almost every conversation. When someone asks what you think, you can say, "I think," "I believe," "In my opinion," "As far as I know," "From my point of view." Repeat them after me. "I think," "In my opinion," "From my point of view." Now let's put them in short sentences. "I think English is really fun to learn." "I believe we can always improve." "In my opinion, practice is more important than perfection." Excellent. You sound more and more fluent. Now, when you agree with someone's opinion, you can say, "You're right, I totally agree, that's true." Exactly. Let's repeat them. "You're right, I totally agree, that's true." Perfect. But what if you don't agree? You can disagree politely by saying, "I'm not sure I agree. I see your point, but I understand. But I think," try repeating those gently. "I'm not sure I agree. I see your point, but I understand. But I think," this way, you sound confident but respectful. Native speakers do this all the time. Let's practice a short dialogue. A. I think watching movies is the best way to learn English. B. I see your point, but I think speaking practice is more effective. See how natural that sounds? You're sharing your opinion clearly but politely. Now, let's practice expressing feelings in conversations. Phrases you can use any time to sound warm and human. That's really interesting. I know how you feel. I totally understand. That must be hard. I'm so proud of you. Repeat them slowly. That's really interesting. I totally understand. I'm so proud of you. These expressions help you connect with people emotionally. When you show understanding, kindness, or support, your English becomes more meaningful. Let's try using them in short conversations. A. I failed my test. B. Oh no, that must be hard. But don't worry, you'll do better next time. Or another one. A. I just got a new job. B. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Do you hear how warm and real that sounds? That's what makes your English beautiful: emotion and connection. Now, let's move to small talk and friendly conversation. These expressions are great when you meet people or want to keep a chat going naturally. How's your day going? What have you been up to? Long time no see. That's good to hear. Really? Tell me more. Repeat them after me. How's your day going? Long time no see. Really? Tell me more. You can use these anytime to sound friendly and approachable. For example, A. Hey, how's your day going? B. Pretty good, just busy with work. How about you? A. Same here. I can't wait for the weekend. That's how natural small talk works. Simple, warm, and easy. Now let's shadow together for fluency practice. I'll say a few sentences and you repeat right after me, copying my rhythm and tone. I'm really excited about this. I can't believe it. That's so annoying. I see your point, but I think I totally agree. That must be hard. I'm so happy for you. Really? Tell me more. Fantastic. You sound wonderful. Now, I want you to take a moment and think, which of these expressions do you use in your daily life? Which one feels the most natural for you? Write your favorite one in the comments and try using it in a sentence. The best way to learn English is by using it right away. In the next part, we're going to focus on expressions for social life, chatting with friends, making plans, inviting people out, and responding naturally in real conversations. It's going to be fun, lively, and full of useful phrases that will help you sound confident anywhere. I'm really happy you're here again. You've been doing so well, and I hope you can feel how much your English is improving. In this part, we're going to focus on one of the most enjoyable and useful areas of English: social life expressions, the phrases you use when you chat with friends, make plans, or just enjoy everyday conversations. This part is going to be warm, friendly, and practical. Imagine you're meeting your friends for coffee, or chatting after class, or making weekend plans. These are the kinds of situations we'll explore today. Let's start with greeting and catching up. When you meet someone you know, instead of just saying hi or hello, you can make it sound more natural. Try saying, "Hey, good to see you," or "How have you been?" or "What's new with you?" Repeat after me. "Hey, good to see you. How have you been? What's new with you?" Perfect. Now let's imagine a short conversation. A. Hey, good to see you. B. You too. How have you been? A. Not bad, just busy with work. See? Simple, but it sounds natural and friendly. Now, when you want to ask how someone is doing, you can say, "How's everything?" or "How's life treating you?" These sound very native and relaxed. Let's practice. How's everything? How's life treating you? You can answer with, "Everything's great," or "Can't complain," or "Pretty good, thanks." Repeat them after me. Everything's great. Can't complain. Pretty good, thanks. Now, let's move on to making plans, something we do all the time with friends. Here are some phrases you'll hear often. Do you want to hang out sometime? Let's grab a coffee soon. How about dinner this weekend? Are you free tomorrow? Let's catch up. Repeat them slowly. Do you want to hang out sometime? Let's grab a coffee soon. How about dinner this weekend? Good. These are phrases you can use right away. Let's try them in short dialogues. A. Hey, we haven't seen each other in ages. B. I know. Let's grab a coffee soon. Or another one. A. Are you free this Friday? B. Yeah, I think so. What's up? A. Let's go to that new restaurant downtown. That's exactly how native speakers talk: short, natural, and friendly. Now, let's talk about inviting someone politely. You can say, "Would you like to join us?" Or, "Do you want to come along?" Or, "You should come too." Repeat after me. Would you like to join us? Do you want to come along? You should come too. These sound warm and inviting, and you can use them in almost any casual setting. Next, let's look at accepting and declining invitations naturally. When you want to accept, you can say, "Sure, that sounds great. I'd love to. Count me in. Absolutely." Repeat them. "Sure, that sounds great. I'd love to. Count me in." Now, if you can't make it, you can decline politely by saying, "Thanks for inviting me, but I can't. I'd love to, but I'm busy that day. Maybe next time." Repeat those too. "Thanks for inviting me, but I can't. I'd love to, but I'm busy that day. Maybe next time." Perfect. These are small but powerful expressions that help you sound polite and natural in social situations. Now let's imagine you're running late to meet a friend. Here are some phrases you can use to sound polite and natural. I'm on my way. Sorry, I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Thanks for waiting. Repeat them. I'm on my way. Sorry, I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Excellent. It's always good to communicate clearly and kindly when you're meeting someone. Now, Let's move to having fun conversations, keeping the energy light and natural. You can say things like, "That sounds fun. I can't wait. That was awesome. We should do this again. Repeat after me. That sounds fun. I can't wait. We should do this again." Here's a quick dialogue example. A. "That concert was amazing." B. "Yeah, it was. We should do this again next month." Now, that sounds like a real English conversation, right? Let's also look at expressing surprise or excitement in friendly chats. You can say, "No way," or "You're kidding," or "Seriously?" Repeat them. "No way," "You're kidding," "Seriously?" These phrases make your conversations sound more expressive and lively. Let's practice with an example. A. "Guess what? I met Taylor Swift last weekend." "No way. Are you serious?" See how natural that sounds? That's how you react with real emotion in English. Now let's practice shadowing repeating with rhythm and emotion. I'll say the sentences and you repeat right after me. "Hey, good to see you. How have you been? Do you want to hang out sometime?" "I'd love to. I'm on my way." "That sounds fun." "No way." "Fantastic. You're doing great." Now, let me ask you, which of these expressions do you use most often when you talk to friends? Which ones feel the most natural for you? Write them in the comments and tell me how you'd use them in a real conversation. Remember, speaking English fluently is not about perfection, it's about connection. It's about sounding real, warm, and confident when you speak. In the next part, we'll go even further and focus on expressions for everyday life, at work, at school, or just getting things done. You'll learn how to sound natural, polite, and confident in all those daily situations. You're doing such an amazing job. I hope you can feel your confidence growing with every single part of this lesson. Today, in Part 8, we're moving into one of the most practical areas of everyday English, using English naturally in daily life situations. We'll explore expressions for work, school, and simple daily routines, the kind of English that real people use every single day. Imagine this. You wake up, get ready for your day, go to work or school, talk to people, solve problems, and make plans. English is a part of all of that, and learning to use these daily expressions smoothly will help you sound fluent, polite, and confident. Let's start with morning routines. Here are some expressions you might use when talking about your morning. I usually get up around 7. I take a quick shower. I grab some coffee before work. I always check my email in the morning. Repeat them after me. I usually get up around 7. I take a quick shower. I grab some coffee before work. I always check my email in the morning. Good. Now let's make a short dialogue. A. What time do you usually get up? B. Around 7. I like to take a quick shower and grab some coffee before I head out. That's smooth and natural, exactly how native speakers sound in casual daily talk. Now let's move to talking about work or school. You can use phrases like, I have a meeting at 9. I'm running late for class. I've got a lot on my plate today. I'll finish it by tomorrow. I'm working on a new project. Repeat after me slowly. I have a meeting at 9. I'm running late for class. I've got a lot on my plate today. I'll finish it by tomorrow. Now listen to this mini conversation. A. Hey, are you free for lunch today? B. I wish I could, but I've got a lot on my plate. A. No worries. Maybe tomorrow. That phrase, I've got a lot on my plate, means I'm very busy. It's informal, natural, and used all the time in daily speech. Now, sometimes during your day, you need to ask for help. You can say, could you give me a hand? Or, can you help me out with this? Or, I really appreciate your help. Let's repeat them. Could you give me a hand? Can you help me out with this? I really appreciate your help. Now, imagine you're the one offering help. You could say, do you need any help? Or, I can take care of that for you. Or, don't worry, I've got it. Repeat after me. Do you need any help? I can take care of that for you. Don't worry, I've got it. Those are warm, kind, and useful in both school and work settings. Now let's practice a short scenario. A. Hey, can you help me out with this report? B. Sure, I can take care of that. A. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. That's the rhythm you want to master, short, polite, and friendly. Now, let's move to daily tasks and errands, the things you do during the day. You might say, I need to run some errands. I have to go grocery shopping. I'm picking up my kids from school. I'm heading to the gym after work. I'll grab dinner on my way home. Repeat after me. I need to run some errands. I have to go grocery shopping. I'm heading to the gym after work. I'll grab dinner on my way home. Now listen to this conversation. A. What are you up to after work? B. Not much. I just need to run a few errands and grab dinner. A. Sounds good. Let's hang out after that. That's exactly how everyday English sounds relaxed and easy. Now let's practice time and scheduling expressions. These are useful for setting plans or managing your day. I'll get it done by tonight. Let's meet at noon. I'll call you back in a minute. I don't have much time right now. I'll see you later today. Repeat them. I'll get it done by tonight. Let's meet at noon. I'll call you back in a minute. Now here's something fun. Let's practice small talk at work or school. These short conversations build friendly connections. You can say things like, how's your day going? Or busy day, huh? Or, it's almost Friday. Or, I can't believe how fast this week went. Repeat after me. How's your day going? Busy day, huh? It's almost Friday. I can't believe how fast this week went. Here's how you might use them. A. Hey, how's your day going? B. Pretty good. Just busy. You? A. Same here. Can't wait for the weekend. Natural, friendly, and real. Now let's practice expressions for taking breaks or finishing your day. You can say, I need a break, or let's grab some coffee, or I'm done for today, or time to call it a day. Repeat after me. I need a break. Let's grab some coffee. I'm done for today. Time to call it a day. That last one, time to call it a day, means it's time to stop working. Native speakers use it a lot. Let's try it in a dialogue. A. Are you still working? B. Nope, I'm done for today. Time to call it a day. A. Good for you. Go get some rest. Now, let's do a little shadowing practice. I'll say the sentences and you repeat after me. Ready? I usually get up around 7. I'm running late for class. I've got a lot on my plate. Could you give me a hand? I need to run some errands. Let's grab some coffee. Time to call it a day. Excellent. You're speaking more naturally every time. Now I'd love to know which of these phrases do you use most in your daily life. Write them in the comments below and tell me how you'd use them. Remember, the secret to fluency is repetition. The more you use these expressions in real life, the more automatic they become. In Part 9, we'll explore expressions for emotions and reactions, how to express your feelings naturally in English, whether you're happy, tired, excited, or frustrated. These phrases will help you sound more expressive, confident, and human when you speak. You're doing amazing, really. You should be proud of how far you've come. In this lesson, Part 9, we'll focus on something that makes your English sound truly natural and alive, expressing emotions and reactions. Why is this important? Because real English isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about how you express how you feel. Whether you're happy, tired, surprised, or even frustrated, learning the right expressions helps you sound real, friendly, and fluent. Let's start with expressing happiness and excitement. Here are some common ways to say you're happy. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait. That made my day. Repeat after me slowly. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait. That made my day. Now, let's put them into a short dialogue. A. Guess what? I got the job. B. Really? That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. See? Those reactions make your English sound friendly and natural, just like a real conversation. Now let's talk about showing surprise or disbelief. You might hear people say, "Are you serious? No way. You're kidding. Really? I can't believe it. Repeat after me. Are you serious? No way. You're kidding. Really? I can't believe it." Here's how it might sound in a conversation. A. I met Taylor Swift last night. B. No way, you're kidding. Those reactions sound natural and full of emotion, exactly what you want when you're having a real conversation. Next, let's move to expressing sadness or disappointment. You might say, "I'm feeling down. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I was really hoping for a better result. It didn't go as planned. Repeat after me slowly. I'm feeling down. That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. I was really hoping for a better result. It didn't go as planned." Now let's use them in a short dialogue. A. I didn't get into the university I wanted. B. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. A. Yeah, I was really hoping for a better result. Simple, natural, and emotional. Now let's move to expressing anger or frustration. You can say, "This is so annoying. I'm so mad right now. I can't deal with this. This is driving me crazy. Why does this always happen?" Repeat them with feeling. "This is so annoying. I'm so mad right now. I can't deal with this. This is driving me crazy." Now listen to this mini scene. A. The internet isn't working again. B. Ugh, this is driving me crazy. It's the third time today. That's a very natural, casual reaction in everyday English. Now let's talk about expressing tiredness or stress. You can say, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I could use a break. I need some rest. I'm running out of energy. Repeat them with me. I'm exhausted. I could use a break. I need some rest. I'm running out of energy. Let's use them in conversation. A. You look tired. Are you okay? B. Yeah, I'm just exhausted. I've been working all day. Now, how about expressing fear or worry? You might say, I'm really nervous. I'm a little scared. I don't feel safe. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm worried something might go wrong. Repeat after me. I'm really nervous. I'm a little scared. I have a bad feeling about this. Here's how that might sound. A. Are you okay with flying alone? B. I'm a little scared, to be honest. I've never flown before. Perfect, honest, and natural. Now, let's move to expressing relief or comfort when something bad doesn't happen or when things turn out fine. You can say, thank goodness, what a relief. I'm so glad that's over. That was close. I can finally relax now. Repeat them after me. Thank goodness, what a relief. That was close. I can finally relax now. Here's an example. A. Did you finish your test? B. Yeah, finally. What a relief. That's a common and friendly way to express relief. Now let's go through expressing confusion or surprise when you don't understand something. You can say, I'm not sure I understand. Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. Can you explain that again? Repeat after me. I'm not sure I understand. Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it. Can you explain that again? Now listen to this scene. A. So we have to redo the entire project? B. Wait, what do you mean? Why? Perfect, that's exactly how real people speak. Now, let's move to expressing gratitude, one of the most powerful emotions. You can say, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. You made my day. That means a lot to me. I'm so grateful. Repeat after me. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. And here's how it sounds in a dialogue. A. I brought you some coffee. B. Thank you so much. You made my day. Simple, kind, and heartwarming. Now let's do a quick shadowing practice. Repeat after me naturally. That's awesome. No way. I'm sorry to hear that. This is driving me crazy. I'm exhausted. What a relief. I don't get it. I really appreciate it. Excellent. You sounded more expressive and fluent this time. Remember, emotion gives life to your English. It makes people feel connected to you. Now I have a small challenge for you. Think of one emotion you often feel: happiness, sadness, or frustration, and write a few sentences in the comments using today's expressions. Practice makes progress. In part 10, we'll move to one of the most powerful skills in English, making natural small talk and expressing opinions politely. You'll learn how to keep a conversation going, agree or disagree smoothly, and sound like a confident native speaker in everyday chats. You've been doing such an amazing job throughout this masterclass, and today, in part 10, we're going to level up your fluency even more. This part is all about how to sound natural and confident when making small talk and expressing your opinions politely in English. Now, small talk might sound small, but it's actually a big part of real-life communication. It's what helps you connect with people, make friends, or start conversations at work or school. So, let's dive right in and learn how to make your small talk sound warm, natural, and fluent. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. What do you say? You don't want to jump straight into deep topics. You want to start light, easy, and friendly. For example, you can say, "Hey, how's your day going? How have you been? Nice to see you again. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I love your jacket. Where did you get it? These are perfect for breaking the ice." Let's practice together. Repeat after me slowly and naturally. "Hey, how's your day going? It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I love your jacket. Where did you get it?" Now imagine this little conversation. "Hey, how's your day going?" "Be pretty good, thanks. How about you?" "Hey, can't complain. The weather's great today." See how simple and natural that sounds? That's what real small talk feels like. Short, friendly, and relaxed. Now, let's talk about keeping the conversation going. Many learners struggle with what to say next. So here's a great trick. Ask follow-up questions. For example, if someone says, "I went hiking last weekend," you can respond, "Oh, really? Where did you go?" Or, "That sounds fun. Who did you go with?" Let's practice that together. Repeat these follow-up questions aloud. "Oh, really? Where did you go? That sounds fun. Who did you go with? Was it your first time? How is the weather?" These short questions show interest, and they make the conversation feel alive. Now, what about giving your opinion politely? You might be afraid of sounding too direct, but with the right phrases, you can express your thoughts smoothly. Try saying, "I think, in my opinion, as far as I know, if you ask me, I'd say." Let's practice repeating those. "I think it's a good idea. In my opinion, it's too expensive. As far as I know, they're already done. If you ask me, coffee is better than tea, I'd say it depends on the situation." Now, let's imagine this conversation. A, do you like watching movies at home or in the theater? B, I'd say it depends. I like the big screen, but I also love being cozy at home. That sounds perfectly natural, right? It's soft, friendly, and easy to listen to. Next, let's talk about agreeing politely. When you agree with someone, you can say, "I totally agree." "You're right. That's true. I couldn't agree more." Exactly. Repeat after me. "I totally agree." "You're right. That's true. I couldn't agree more." Exactly. Here's an example. A, learning English is easier when you enjoy it. B, exactly. That's so true. Now let's practice the opposite, disagreeing politely. In English, we don't usually say, "You're wrong." That sounds too strong. Instead, you can use softer phrases like, I see your point, but I'm not sure I agree with that. That's interesting, but I think I get what you mean. But maybe, I'm afraid I don't think so. Repeat them with me. I see your point, but I'm not sure I agree with that. That's interesting, but I think I get what you mean. But maybe, here's an example. A, online learning isn't effective. B, I see your point, but I think it really depends on the teacher. Perfect, polite, respectful, and natural. Now let's add a bit of emotion and rhythm to your voice. English is not just about words, it's about tone and feeling. When you agree, your voice goes up a little. That's true. When you disagree politely, it stays soft. I see your point, but let's practice that together. Repeat after me and focus on how your voice moves. That's true. I couldn't agree more. I see your point, but I'm not sure I agree with that. Beautiful. You're not just learning English, you're feeling it. Now, let's learn a few transition phrases to keep conversations flowing. You know what I mean? Speaking of that reminds me, by the way, anyway, these are super useful for changing topics or adding new ideas. Here's a short dialogue. A, I love Italian food. B, me too. Speaking of that, there's a new restaurant downtown. A, oh really? We should try it sometime. See how natural that sounds? Now you're not just reacting, you're leading the conversation. Now let's do a little practice round together. I'll say a short sentence, and I want you to respond naturally, like you would in real life. Ready? I'll say, I'm really tired today. You can respond, oh really? Rough day? Here's another one. I just started a new job. You might say, that's awesome. How's it going so far? One more. I'm thinking about learning Spanish. You could reply, that's cool. What made you decide that? See? Simple, warm, and curious. That's the secret to great small talk. Now, let's do a quick review. Repeat these out loud to practice your rhythm and pronunciation. Hey, how's your day going? It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I think it's a good idea. I totally agree. I see your point, but I think, speaking of that reminds me, amazing work. You're not just memorizing phrases, you're building real conversational skills. Now, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments, tell me one question you could ask a new friend in English. It could be about work, hobbies, or travel, anything that helps you start a natural conversation. In part 11, we'll wrap up this masterclass by practicing advanced, natural reactions and everyday expressions that help you sound completely fluent, just like a native speaker. We'll bring together everything you've learned and help you use it confidently in real life. So keep practicing, keep repeating, and I'll see you in part 11 of our Daily English Expressions Masterclass.